Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 11. 11 of February. So we are about a third, well, we're over a third of the way done because there's not 30 days. So there is that. That's kind of exciting. So today's sketch was created by Karen Gerber from Sketchabilities. And I took maybe a little liberty with this one. So I have two photos. One's bigger, one's smaller, just like in the sketch. Mine are going to be opposite. Um, in the sketch, it has something going down the side of the photo, as well as a ton of stuff to the right-hand corner. So I was going through my papers and I found this beautiful floral wreath, which I was looking for a floral wreath at the beginning of the month and couldn't find one, and poof, it was here the whole time. So my idea is I really want to focus the fact that I want a bunch of stuff down there in the bottom right-hand corner, like in the sketch. So I'm going to start with this paper, and I want to tuck my photos into the wreath, basically. So I'm taking an X-Acto knife. Well, this isn't actually an X-Acto knife. It is a scalpel, because they expire at work and you have to throw them away, and why waste them? So here I'm going to slip my photos in. Now, craziest thing is going to happen. This is literally the only piece of paper that is going on this layout, because the only other strip of paper is the branding strip, and it is from this paper. So I know it's crazy. I usually am like, the more paper the better, but for some reason I was feeling stingy with my paper. So here is how that is going to happen. So I go ahead and stick my photos in there, and you can see this is kind of what the back looks like. So I'm kind of adhering them down, and then I'm going to take a bunch of washi tape and basically cover this whole mess of a back. And the reason for that is I don't want it to get caught on anything else. It will sit in a pile for quite a while, since it is using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and we shouldn't do a layout share until March. So I got a little time. So I'm going to keep them in a pile, hopefully, until it is time to do the layout share, and then we'll be good. So there is that branding strip. So that branding strip is going to represent that big long thing of numbers. That's where my mind was going. I know it's not as big and bold in your face as it could be, but that is what I'm pulling from it. So now that that is done, now I can start working on embellishing. So I just wanted to point out today is also Sunday. So it is still Sketch Sunday. The Sketch Sunday crew and I have decided to follow along with Sandy, who is State Goddess here, and all of those sketches can be found on her Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. So we will be playing along with her all month. So I will have their direct links down below, and everything else for Sandy will be in down below as well. So I'm starting with the Where to Next ephemera pack. And I pull out this butterfly. I think it's great. There's so many flowers. These are two pictures of waterfalls that were on the actual premise of the hotel, as well as like a koi pond. So I thought it totally worked. So love the butterfly, put the butterfly up there. And then I'm pulling a few things to kind of go in the bottom left-hand area. I love that sticker that says, "What a beautiful world." And then I figure since we were obviously walking around the grounds of the hotel, the shoes worked, and I wanted to incorporate that key as well. So it's not going to stay up there, even though that join is kind of messing with my eyes. I am going to put it down here. And then I got two of the houses or stores, or let's call them hotels because that's what I'm documenting. So 2 hotels down there, the keys are down there. So it's just like a cluster of everything that represented this kind of hotel. We walked around, there were signs, there were keys, and the hotel. So that's kind of what I'm going with. So that's going to be kind of a big cluster. And now I'm going to work on a cluster up there on the top of my photo. And I'm going to put my title up there as well, because I feel like it's just going to get lost if I put it down there at the bottom, because I've kind of already put a cluster there. So I have a little 2 tabs and a little floral, and then I did a big label sticker, which I thought was where I was going to do my journaling, but then I've covered up quite a lot of it, so I'm not sure I can fit it in, but we'll see. My title is from the Simple Stories Stickers pack, and it's just so beautiful. So I'm also from that stickers pack going to add a few hearts and a butterfly. So get a few of those stuck down. I'm going to go through the rest of what I pulled out. So when I am making a layout, whether I am using a kit or just making it on my own, what I'll do is I'll go through either everything that comes through the kit, make a pile of things that I think might use, or if it's not a kit based, then I'll go through my stash, pull out things, and then I go through and see if there's anything that I want to use. I don't tend to go back to my stash or go back to the embellishments in the kit after I've kind of looked through them initially and pulled out a few things that I need. So that's kind of how my brain works as far as my thought process goes. I would love to know what your thought process is, so definitely leave it down in the description box. Now, usually how I finish out my thought process is everything needs a little sparkle. I would say that a good portion of my layouts all get sequins, just because I love them. And if there is a butterfly on there, it definitely needs some sequin trails. So I am using the Sunny Days collection from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And it's like the perfect yellows and greens in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop those on, give my butterflies their sequin trails. And then I'm just going to scatter a few other sequins around the page to just add a little bit extra sparkle. Right now I'm just pushing them all down into the glue to make sure that they stay. And I do have a couple of close-ups for you. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Like I said, if you want to chat about your process, I'd love to hear about it. And then make sure you check out Sandy as well as the Facebook group and everybody playing along with Sketch Sunday this week. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next time. Bye.